Hey y'all, it's a Big Back, and let's talk about the next arc in Kingdom. Yeah, it's been a while since I've reviewed Kingdom, but I've just been enjoying it so much. I haven't really thought about reviewing. It's sometimes a struggle to get a review out, but I want to do the best I can and just keep going and hopefully continue on as I enjoy it more and more. Now to get into the review, this is basically a flashback arc. This is Issei telling his concubine about how he was raised in Zhao and how his upbringing was and how he was able to get back to Quinn. This arc was more of a emotional gut punch than any type of warfare or action, but it was just as impactful. We start by getting introduced to Q, Issei's concubine, and of course she's as adorable as ever, and she's hired to just be his lover really, but doesn't want that. He just wants her company, and she's okay with that. Of course, the other women are jealous of the attention she's getting, but her friend Yu comforts her and lifts her spirits up just as a friend should. She, of course, grows feelings for him, and she's able to tell him about those feelings, and he's comfortable enough to delve into his past, and this is where the flashback starts and we get into the terrible massacre. The Battle of Chue was a 2-year stalemate between Zhao and Quinn. This ends up being a very monumental battle because it's a battle between the 6 great generals and the 3 great heavens. The 6 great generals are led by Haki Ki, and the 3 great heavens are led by Renpa. But for some foolish reason, the Zhao King decided to replace Renpa with another great general. His replacement being Chao Kotsu, a very hot-headed general, and we'll see how that plays out. Katsu decides to launch a counterattack against Quinn, but they saw it miles away and are able to ambush him. And the boy Uki is able to cut down Katsu, and Uki's visibly disappointed by how quick this 2-year stalemate just ended like that. And of course, I can see his frustration, but hey, a W's a W. Haku decides to take the lives of 400,000 soldiers, even though they've surrendered, but he cites lack of food and fear of a rebellion. So what does he do? He buries them all alive. All that bloodshed and warfare that happened during those 2 years, and then the awful massacre of the soldiers, it ended up leading to the birth of the next King of Quinn, Issei. About 8 years later, the Quinn soldiers approach a woman named Shika and her black merchants, and they want to hire her to transport a boy to Quinn, and that boy being Issei. Though they don't know his importance just yet, they still agreed to transport him. And when we first lay eyes on Issei, he's very troubled, very emo-like. He just seems like he's in a very bad place, getting into fights, causing a lot of ruckus, but after 8 years of going through all that, can you blame him? Most of the journey goes smoothly as Sheikah has connections and they're able to go through all the checkpoints with no problems. But the soldiers do notice that Issei is missing and they send out a small army to go after him. While journeying, Issei starts to hallucinate with his inner demons, and it's just awful to see a kid go through all that. Though he's going through a lot, the main thing is he can't feel any pain. Like he's numb to everything from all that he's went through. It's just a bad situation all around. Like before then, a soldier shot an arrow at one of the things of yarn that Issei was in, and he was able to not scream or yell out of pain or nothing, and it went straight through his hand. So he's built up this pain tolerance that has made him basically numb completely from any sort of pain, and it's starting to get to him, and as well as his inner thoughts. But Sheikah is able to find him and comfort him and tell him that everything's okay. Very mother-like, and she gives him basically a reason to live, and that is being the next king in line. The Zhao army catches up, and then things go very downhill from there on. Eamon makes the first sacrifice by crashing into the Zhao army, trying to give Sheikah and the others some time to escape. And just as Sheikah and the rest of the merchants are on the cusp but just giving up completely, Issei proudly demands them to keep fighting and keep going. And this is a little glimpse of who we see now in the present day being the King of Queen. As the battle continues, Doken falls, then Kushu just leaving Sheikah to protect Issei, with Issei learning how to ride the carriage on a whim, and Sheikah shooting arrows at the Zhao army. They're almost there, but it's just as they're able to make it to Shibunkan, Sheikah succumbs to all her wounds, but she's able to lay eyes on Issei one last time as he's able to make it to Queen. Like I said, it wasn't a lot of action or warfare in these chapters, but the emotional roller coaster that we had was just magnificent. Seeing Issei go from this scared, terrified boy to who we see now is just extraordinary. And he got to give all the thanks to Sheikah and everybody else that was involved in getting him home. I'm pretty sure I know what all comes next, but I'm gonna have to reread it and review it again to see all what happened next. But this story just gets better and better. I'm loving everything about it and the characters. Issei really grew on me this arc, and just seeing his determination to escape from Zhao and claim his birthright is just very heartwarming to see him finally become someone. But y'all let me know what you think of this arc, what you think of Issei's backstory, how you feel about Sheikah. I'll try my best to get the next review out pretty soon. Can't make no promises, but I'll try my best regardless. Can't wait to delve back into the story and get back with some of my favorite characters. But yeah, like, comment, and I'll catch y'all later.